Hello everybody and welcome to the last match of quarterfinals. It's not semifinals yet. We have Zielinski from Poland versus Big Whip from the USA. Zielinski went for the NG pick and Big Whip for Lash, so let's see how the early game is going here. Zielinski actually traps the lander from Big Whip with his own lander. Now Big Whip goes for artillery here actually. Let me go back a bit so I can get the music rolling at least. Oh, this video is a disaster already. Big Whip is still trapped here with the lander. Now he has some artillery here. The artillery actually comes to this lander. Big Whip is just doing the normal captures. He has a recon here and a mech on this airport side. Now Big Whip shoots at the lander here. Let me catch this. Big Whip starts getting this capture. The Zielinski is getting as well. He also has this infantry here. Starting some captures on the center. I guess he's gonna start this airport capture. Oh, this infantry didn't move already. Didn't catch that. Now Zielinski coming back with the lander. I guess it was worth denying this lander landing anything for now. Now Big Whip is finally going to get some stuff here, landing with the tank. But he moves everything to the center. Generally on this map who gets the center controls the game for the most part. Zielinski has a lot of mechs here on this mountainside. Zielinski coming in with the recon does some damage to the transport copter. Didn't even catch Big Whip had a transport copter there. Now the battle copter shoots at the recon, but there's some anti-air here already, so that's kinda bad for Big Whip. Actually really bad to lose a battle copter this early. Big Whip also went for some anti-air, and Zielinski is getting some for the center here as well. His infantry is now fighting the infantry of Big Whip on the mountains here. For now Zielinski is a bit behind on capture, but he's ahead on units overall. Thanks to the anti-air getting the battlecopter. Now Big Whip goes for a battlecopter here on the center. Zielinski coming in with the battlecopter and the recon. He also has some artillery here. He comes in here, gets this transport copter with the anti-air and gets this infantry as well. Now Zielinski is actually ahead on income. He's also going to start getting a lot of stuff here on the center. Big Whip has this tank though and the artillery ready for this anti-air. The anti-air attacks here Zielinski, but Zielinski almost has his power. Let's see if he's going to use it to repair or not. I guess he's not going to use it, but maybe he uses after the turn. Now Zielinski gets some more infantry. The anti-air is still doing a lot of damage here to this infantry. This anti-air got a lot of value. Now the battlecopter came in here, did quite some damage to this tank, and the artillery can't quite answer that, but Big Whip has a battlecopter, so he's gonna go for a really nice engagement here. Zielinski is capturing some properties on the left. Big Whip goes for some anti-air here and double tank. Zielinski now almost has his superpower. He gets this mech that had 1 HP with this artillery. He has 2 artillery kinda trapped here behind the mountains, I guess protecting the artillery. He finally goes for the superpower, which gives him a bit of movement, I guess, and repairs all his units. So right now his army value is kinda similar to Big Whip, but Big Whip has a lot less units. His unit count is on 22 versus 30 from Zielinski. He's also kind of forced to leave this center here since Zielinski has a lot of battlecopters and only now he has the anti-air coming in. He goes for another battlecopter and the artillery gets trapped here for some reason on the retreat. He goes... Okay, he only built a battlecopter and an infantry for some reason. He did a double base keep here. Now Zielinski capturing the center, so he's pretty much got the center. Big Whip coming back here with the landers, try to get some nice engagements. He gets a recon here on this right side, gets some infantry as well on the left, but it's really tough fighting back right now. He's actually he's ahead on capture for some reason. Zielinski is really taking a lot of time to get those captures on the sides, but okay, Zielinski now getting those captures on the center, so he's 3k ahead now. He's also boosting this tank here. Big Whip goes for a fighter for some reason here on the center. I guess Zielinski had a bunch of battlecopters, but those battlecopters at this point are on other places kind of damaged. Zielinski also went for a fighter as well. Big Whip now building battlecopter and artillery. Zielinski is cleaning this side pretty much and has a wall of infantry here on the center. He goes for a battlecopter, a tank, artillery. Big Whip gets a capture on the left. Now he's fighting back a bit. The fighter actually gets this lower battlecopter here. He gets the anti-air and another battlecopter. So those were some nice trades for him. But he's still behind 10 units pretty much, almost half his units. Now Zielinski coming in, doing a lot of damage to this fighter here. He also goes for the superpower again. And he gets some value out of it. I don't know if most of his units actually weren't damaged because he's so ahead at this point on the game. Big Whip fighting back, getting some nice engagements there, but at this point Zielinski almost has, he has 4k income, 7k at this point income advantage for Zielinski. He's coming in with a lot of stuff, another fighter build here. Big Whip is trying to get by with this anti-air here on the center. He also has another anti-air and his fighter on the left as well, but the fighter takes a lot of damage from the anti-air there. That's a bit of the problem with fighters. Once you show it, it's really easy for the opponent to just come in with some anti-air if you're not careful and get some damage on it. And it costs so much. Big Whip now trying to really pull together his units and defend his stuff. But Zielinski's almost at his bases right now. He's ahead almost 10k at this point. 50% more army value for Zielinski and he didn't even buy yet. Now he goes for a bomber on the center. The game is almost over at this point. Big Whip can't even see what's going on here on the left side and on the right side other than Zielinski capturing this property here. He has some mechs trying to hold on here. Now Big Whip blaze locking here. Zielinski blaze locking Big Whip. Zielinski goes for a new tank here and he's starting to capture on the right side as well. Now Big Whip goes for the superpower, the prime tactics, I guess it is. Yeah, the prime tactics from Ledge. He gets the battlecopter, gets the artillery there, but he's still base locked here there on the right, and I guess he even... Was that a base keep? Oh, okay, he got the medium tank there. He's fighting back. It's really hard to kill Lash units with the superpower, especially when they're on cities because they get so much defense. Zielinski still coming in here, getting the con tower from... Zielinski's coming in, getting the con tower from Big Whip. I'm confusing the player names all the time for some reason. He goes for another bomber, this time on the right side. Now Zielinski's still trying to fight back, but at this point Zielinski has more than double the army value. And yeah, Zielinski's just killing a bunch of stuff. He gets another bomber on the center. Big Whip is still trying to fight back, but at this point he only has 10 units. Zielinski take quite a while to get this, and I guess he got the capture limit for this map, which should be around 33, I guess, I'm not sure. But anyway, the match wasn't a draw. Zielinski, of course, won the match. He played really well. Zielinski, I guess, is the highest rated player on this first tournament, and he was, I guess, 200 at least above Big Weeb when they played, so it was really an uphill battle for Big Weeb, but I guess he played nice for the most part. So let's go to the second game and see what happens. So second game we have Big Weeb and Zielinski picking Fleck. I guess they agreed before the game to both pick Fleck. For the fun, you know, at this point it's quite hard for Big Weeb to win because Zielinski is one of the best players on the global league, to be honest, one of the top 100 probably. So Zielinski going for double recon here on the strong side. Big Weeb has a recon and a transport copter here now. He's gonna use to boost a bit, and he goes for a mech as well to take advantage, I guess, of the transport copter. He also goes for another recon, so they're kind of mirroring each other for now. This recon gets a nice engagement on this other one. This other one is gonna try to do some harass, and Zielinski goes for a tank now. Big Weeb finally getting his con tower. Zielinski already got his con tower. I guess both are kinda even for now. Zielinski interrupts these two captures with the recons, so the recons doing some work there. Another tank on the strong side for Zielinski. Big Weeb starts capturing here the con tower and the port and this other one. The recon goes for a recon engagement here, I guess, just trying to deny the damage on the infantry. But this infantry gets killed here. He almost kills this infantry. He gets the port, so right now he's ahead 2k on capture, and he goes for some anti-air and the tank. Finally, Big Weeb gets one of the recons with his own recon. This other one is hiding here. He also interrupts this capture with his recon, but the recon dies. I guess that was a really bad roll for Big Weeb, but I'm not sure. Now Big Weeb boosting his mech here on the strong side. He also has a tank and a battlecopter. He also has this mech that already is on this side. But I guess this recon can do quite some damage. I'm not sure if it's worth to attack a mech even on a road with a recon, because the mech will do a lot of damage back to the recon, and the recon of course costs more than the mech. Right now Big Weeb sees those captures from Zielinski. They are actually even on income right now. But Zielinski, I guess, has got some position advantage here with both the tanks on the center. Zielinski coming in and killing the recon, denying some vision for Big Weeb. Right now he gets 2 captures and almost get the transport copter, but not quite, so Big Weeb is gonna be able to at least start this capture here. Not sure if it's worth it. Now Big Weeb coming in with the tank, but the problem is he doesn't have anything else to come in, and Zielinski already has this anti-air that can reach this battlecopter. Okay, he can't quite reach right now, but next turn maybe. He gets the transport copter, interrupts this capture, gets some nice damage on this mech here. Starts another capture here, gets the tank from Big Weeb. And Big Weeb goes for, Zielinski goes for battlecopter and the recon. Right now Big Weeb trying to get this capture, but there's 2 infantry here, so it's gonna be quite tough for him. This mech goes back a bit. Now he's got double tank coming in, but it's gonna take a while for them to reach. The battlecopter has to come back because there's some anti-air here. Maybe he could go to the south here, try to help those infantry get some captures. This mech to stay alive, I don't know. Zielinski also has the battlecopter coming in. He gets a bunch of infantry, so right now he's more than 10 units ahead. Things are getting tough for Big Weeb. Big Weeb now goes for double tank. Zielinski is getting even the con tower and the port here. Let's see if Big Weeb can interrupt the capture. For some reason Big Weeb and Zielinski just seem really similar to me to say the name of the players. Zielinski goes for double artillery. Right now Big Weeb trying to fight back, gets a tank with double tank and the battlecopter. The mech interrupts the con tower capture. He is still going for the double tanks. Zielinski has 5 tanks here though now on the center, anti-air and battlecopter. He gets this mech that was interrupting the capture here. He also doesn't keep on capturing the Contour for some reason. Guess the tank would have interrupted and he would just lose this, but then maybe he could get this tank more easily, I'm not sure. Now Zielinski goes for Battlecopter, Artillery and a tank. At this point he's 8k ahead of Big Whip, so it's really hard to fight back. And Big Whip goes for the superpower, the Barbaric Blow from Fleck. He gets one tank, gets some damage on another, now he gets more damage on another tank, the Battlecopter comes in. But Big Whip also goes for the Barbaric Blow, he almost gets a tank here. With the Battlecopter, he gets the Battlecopter with the anti-air, he does some damage to the anti-air, goes for the Battlecopter on Battlecopter engagement here, he also gets some damage on this damage tank. Almost gets here the Battlecopter with some infantry, that was a nice roll I guess. The Recon also doing damage to the tank, another good roll I suppose. And he goes for a tank and a Battlecopter. Right now Big Whip trying to hold on, pulling back a bit with his units, but at this point, I mean, it's kinda hard to retreat, you kinda have to fight with what you got there and try to do some magic I guess. Big Whip has 11 units right now to 31 of Zielinski, 32 actually. Recon coming in from Big Whip, he's just trying to organize his troops and fight back there, but Zielinski still also has a huge death ball here on the center. Both players just kind of getting this death ball. Now Zielinski is coming in, trying to get 3 captures from Big Whip. He gets a recon and some infantry there. The death ball is really coming in, so I guess it's gonna be tough for Big Whip to defend. He gets a tank, gets some infantry and then some nice damage on this artillery, but Big Whip has so much stuff right now, I guess it doesn't matter. He goes for the normal power, he gets a tank, 2 tanks almost, 3 tanks and damage on another one. He starts capturing the HQ at this point. He also builds a new tank right now. Big Whip has 5 units. Oh my god, he goes for the brute force just to interrupt the HQ capture, but I guess it doesn't matter too much. And at this point I guess Zielinski is just gonna get the HQ capture and win the game. So that was it. I think we tried to win really well. He fought really well, but Zielinski is such a high rated player, is really tough for Big Whip to compete really. I think if I had to go against Zielinski, I would take even more of a beating than Big Whip took, but this game was really fun with Fleck. And I guess that's it. So Zielinski goes to the semifinals of course. And now we have our 4 semifinalists. Of course Zielinski, Zack Blaster, Dark Porygon and Pazuzu, Lord Pazuzu. So next time we're gonna see the semifinals and see who advances to the grand final. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I see you guys next time.